In today's session, I'm going to talk to you about the activity section and how it's going to impact the bottom line of the business. About a week and a half ago, we released our new employees program, and after working with the companies, we got some more understanding of why those businesses were suffering. And in this session, I like to talk to you about what we learned in the last week and a half, and it's really consistent across the board. Of course, there are more issues and more problems, but we'll do it one video at a time. So today we're going to concentrate on the activity section. I am going to start with the system. If you will go, for example, to the lead system, or you will go to the contacts or opportunities or any other module in Zoho CRM, you will find that when you enter any type of record, on the left side you will see two sections. One will be open activities and the other one will be closed activities. If you do not see them, please try to click here on the small icon, and then maybe it's hidden here. Now, if that's also not working and you still cannot find it, go to the settings on the top right, go to modules and fields, and then click on organize modules, and you will probably see the activities section lying over here. Okay, so that's how you see it. I know that Zoho are planning to rename the activities module and to break it apart to meetings, calls, and tasks. It's happening slowly in some systems, but if you don't see activities, look for the tasks, meetings, and calls. Those will be also here in the system. Whenever you are going to one of the records, you will be able to set activities using the left side. Now, the idea is that when your employee is working on a record and is supposed to have some kind of a follow-up task on a record, he will need to remind himself in some way to go back to the record and work on it. And that's usually being done using tasks or using the follow-up system that we have on our site. But most of you probably will not have it, okay? Only our customers will have the follow-up system. Now, let's assume that I am just getting now Eddie Murphy as a new lead. I tried to call Eddie Murphy, but he did not answer. He did not pick up the phone. In that case, I will need to remind myself to call him tomorrow. Otherwise, for sure, I will forget. So the idea is to go here to the open activities, click on the plus button, and log a new task. So I will write here, call, the due date will be tomorrow, and I can also set a reminder for myself using a pop-up, which that's not really an email, it's not overwhelming, just a small pop-up as a reminder, and we'll click on done and save. And that's something that is relatively easy to do. Now, when you will go to your leads, you can see beside Eddie Murphy that you have here a task, this flag, a task for tomorrow, which is awesome. And if that was for today, you will see something else. And let me just change the due date from tomorrow to right now. Okay, so that will be for today. And now the flag will be changed to today. So it's very obvious that you need to take action on Eddie today. Whenever you are working on the lead, you are clicking on the call for tomorrow, which it's today right now. And I tried to reach Eddie, but there was no answer. In that case, I will close the task. I will mark it as completed. And now I will have here a follow-up task to call again. And of course, you can be more creative with the name. It can be call Eddie, I try to call you, whatever it is, but you can be more creative than me, right? This is just an example. The reason of creating additional tasks and not just changing the due date It's because me as a manager, I like to go to the activities and I like to see a list of attempts to call, so I can basically follow up. Now, there is a different way to follow up, which it's very cool actually. So with lots of our clients that are like call centers and salespeople, there is a common complaint that the employees or the salespeople are not really following leads as they should. And I'm trying to be very gentle with the way I'm saying it. We're creating, and that's a custom function that you can create yourself or we can create it for you. But we create here a small field that it's counting the actual calls that are being made from your system to your client. And what we see a lot is that you will have, let's say, 10 closed activities. Basically, that's what the salesperson claiming that he called 10 times, but the outgoing calls will be 2 or 3. So it's not really correlating with the numbers. And that's something also, it's good because then you can weed the salespeople that are not really performing as they should, right? Because you're paying them to do the calls and they are saying that they did call, but they didn't. So that's a way to catch, the people that are really lying to you. Now, whenever you're working with the activities, and I'm jumping back to the activities, you will be able to log tasks, which those will be things that you're supposed to do and take action, meetings when you need to meet people, and those will have start and end time, and also calls. And with calls, I really, really recommend you to integrate a phone system that is working with Zoho. If you don't know of a good system, you can connect with us. We'll point to the right direction based on your company needs, because there are only few good systems out there and it's very difficult to catch the right one. Now, when you're creating those tasks, it's also important not to have too many tasks. So let's say that this is, of course, a test system, but in a real system, you might have hundreds of tasks. And when you go to your task system and you have way too many tasks, the only thing that your brain will tell you is close the tab, because I am not going to go over all those hundreds of tasks. So you also, when you create those tasks, it needs to be in a way that you can actually manage them. Otherwise, you just create tasks to overwhelm yourself or others, and therefore it's defeating the purpose of having it from the first place. So also when you create the tasks, make sure that you create a task that is actually manageable and you can actually do it. The view that you are going to create, in my case, it's a view that I'm watching only the due dates of today and until yesterday that are assigned to me and they are not completed. Basically, from all the hundreds of tasks that I'm supposed to do, I see only the tasks related to me, that they are still open, and the due date is today or in the past, which I missed. Okay? We also have some workflows that we can run on the tasks. For example, let's say that I am setting a task for one of my employees. I will be able to be notified if the due date is over and the task is not completed. And it's something that we did a few videos ago on this channel, so you can check this workflow. It was released about 2 months ago. So this is really what I wanted to go over with you on the activities. What I just shared with you, it's happening in every company. Employees are not really using the activities or not using it properly, and therefore the business suffers. So please take action or join our employee training subscription. It's like $39 a month, and you're getting Q&A for your employees. They can jump and ask us questions. live training, recorded sessions, and during the year we're going to start with CRM training, but we continue to campaigns and more applications that your employees are using on a day-to-day basis. That's it, simple. So thank you very much for watching this session. If you liked it or you got any value from it, thumbs up is always appreciated. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next session.